Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Syahmi bin Muhammad Samsul. I'm from DKM 3D. My matrix number 01 DKM19F1173. I will present for the case study 1. Question: Does engineer A have an ethical obligation or an ethical right to continue his efforts to secure change in the policy of his employer under these circumstances, or the report his concerns to proper authority? For the answer, discussion. Code of Ethics, Section Roman 2, 1A. Engineers should at all times recognize that their primary obligation is to protect the safety, health, property, and welfare of the public. If their professional judgment is overruled under circumstances where the safety, health, property, or welfare of the public are in danger, they should notify their employer or clean and such other authority as may be appropriate. For the section Roman 3 2b, engineers should not complete, sign or seal plans and or specifications that are not of a design safe to the public health and welfare and in conformity with accepted engineering standards. If the client or employer insists on such unprofessional conduct, they should notify the proper authorities and withdraw from further service on the project. For the answer conclusion, Engineer A does not have an ethical obligation to continue his effort to secure a change in the policy of his employer under these circumstances, or to report his concerns to property authority, but has an ethical right to do as a matter of personal concedence. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Syahmi bin Muhammad Samsul. I'm from class DKM 3D. My matrix number 01 DKM19F1173. I will present for the case study 2, professional ethics. Question: Refusing to sign seal construction documents, engineer Sarina left firm A at which she was an employee to work for a competitor, firm B. A project on which she was in charge while at firm A was virtually completed before she left, but she did not sign or seal the construction documents before leaving. Tan, a principal in the first firm, requests Sarina to sign and seal the drawing. Can Sarina refuse to sign or seal the construction documents? Can Sarina ask firm A to pay her for signing the documents? What are Sarina's obligations with respect to the work she left behind? For the answer is, Engineer Sarina left firm A and goes to work for firm B, a competitor. A project on which Engineer Sarina was in responsible charge was virtually completed, but Engineer Sarina did not sign or seal the construction documents before leaving firm's A employment. Engineer Tan, a principal in firm A, requests Engineer Sarina to sign and seal the drawing. Engineer Sarina refuses to sign or seal the construction documents unless firm A pays Engineer Sarina an additional fee. The duty of engineers to the responsible for professional service is the basic ethical principle contained in the NSPE Code of Ethics. In general, engineers as professionals have a responsibility to assume responsibility for the professional service performed by them or under their direct personal supervision. Depending on the nature of the work and other requirements, this may include work done for the benefit of the client, design work, reports, plans, specification, and work completed by the engineer who will be submitted to the public authority for approval. Engineers who work for one firm and then move to another firm are not exempt from this professional responsibility. The work they did for their previous employer was no less also because they no longer had a direct relationship with the company. Once a professional provides professional service on behalf of the client, the professional must ensure that the work is done in a responsible and professional manner and that the client's interests are protected and safeguarded. This situation can be very sensitive where an engineer leaves the company to work with a competitor company. This issue has been discussed by BER on many occasions. However, the fact that the two companies are in direct competition should not assume the responsibility of the engineering to take responsibility for the job and take appropriate measure in the interest of the client. It seems that it is not just an ethical act, but also an action that suits the interests of all parties, including the interest of the new firm employed by the current engineer. It is not entirely clear from the facts to what extent the work was completed by engineer Sarina. However, it can be assumed by the fact and the use of the term almost completed that the work was completed in almost all respects and only a few ministerial details still have to be carried out. On the basis, it can assume that Engineer Tan will not be asked to conduct a complete or detailed review of the job, as it can be assumed that Engineer Sarina is already very familiar with the job on the project for which he has been and continues to be responsible. Moreover, it does not appear under the fact that because engineer Sarina was not employed by the original firm at the time he was asked to sign and close the photograph that he will violate the ethical claims contained in the NSPE Code of Ethics. We are concerned with engineer Sarina's professional attitude regarding the firm request for her to sign and close the photograph. While we believe engineer Sarina may be entitled to the small fee for additional professional treatment for her former employer, and as a part of her responsibility to her new company, we are shocked by engineer Sarina's refusal to sign and close the photograph except to pay additional compensation. As we have discussed before, because engineer Sarina is responsible for the job and has direct control and personal oversight of the job, engineer Sarina has a professional obligation to sign the work regardless of how the compensation problem is resolved. It is unclear whether competition pressure between firms may be a factor in engineer Sarina's position, but such factor cannot occur in this type of problem but by signing and closing photos. Assuming we are in this case that engineer Sarina is fully responsible for the job and has direct control and personal supervision over the job. Engineer Tan is clearly allowed to ask engineer Sarina to sign and seal the document in question. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Syahmi bin Muhammad Samsul. I'm from class DKM 3D. My matrix number 01DKM19F1173. I will present for the case study 3. Question: comments by one engineer concerning another engineering Alice practice in auto but required the service of a structural engineer licensed in New York. Alice contacts the secretary of the New York Society of Professional Engineers to ask for a recommendation. The secretary looks at the list of member engineers and suggests Anna. Largely on the basis of this suggestion, Alice hires Anna. Alice is not satisfied with Anna's service. Among other things, she believes Anna does not communicate well. How should Alice handle the situation? Should Alice contact the secretary to inform him that he did not give a good recommendation? Should Alice contact the secretary without first saying something to Anna? For the answer, based on the situation in which relevant code of ethics that can be applied from the NSPE Code of Ethics is Code Roman 3.8. The following are NSPE Code of Ethics reference. Engineers should not attempt to injure maliciously or falsely, directly or indirectly, the professional reputation, prospects, practice, or employment of other engineers. Engineers who believe others are guilty of unethical or illegal practice should present such information to the proper authority for action. As a general matter, the NSPE Code of Ethics places the obligation on all engineers to respect the reputation of all other engineers in their professional endeavors. Engineers should be honest and direct in their communication with their colleagues in all professional affairs. Finally, the conclusion that can be drawn from this situation is that engineer Alice should try any method to communicate with Anna first before contacting the secretary of the New Work Society of Professional Engineers. She should arrange a time for them to talk about their work. This way, Alice can tell Anna that she is not satisfied with her service and they find a solution to resolve this. Only after talking with Anna that Alice can contact with the secretary. This is to avoid any conflict that will happen between them in the future because engineer Alice does not act ethically to engineer Anna. To maintain Anna and Alice's reputation, Alice needs to communicate directly Anna so as not to give rise to elements of negative elements and constant misunderstanding to them. Therefore, work can well manage and foster professional ethics while building a harmonious and efficient environment at structural engineering service management. Finally, Alice's actions are inaccurate by contacting the secretary without first discussion each other and resolving the issue between them. Alice's actions are unethical. This is also because of Alice should be honest and direct in their communication with their peers in all professional affairs, and all engineers need to respect the reputation of all other engineers in their professionalism.